One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wake Forest offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Georgia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Give to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
catch in the middle. It's Cano. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cano. And they're able to get him down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Creates a little room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The run to the left. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown win.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You can tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Hand off from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Powers through.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fighting off the defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Demon Deacons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catches it, big fella.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clowney. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. That's reeled in. It's Clowney. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Clowney. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make...
He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's in open space downfield. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoop it up and going the other way. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Allegacy Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might... Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Kendricks. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I love this offense being physical, man. 4th down and short. The defense knows you're going to run it. You still break through the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Hold it. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And they swarm him under.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. That's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the run, it's Kendricks. Runs through the tackle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab right down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. On the move, it's Kendricks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.